Sri Lanka is a tropical island vulnerable to many natural disasters. Floods, drought, landslides, high winds, cyclones, and most recently, the tsunami are the recorded natural disasters. Additionally, lightning, sea erosion, fire and animal attacks, and epidemics are other natural disasters which are localized. Man-made disasters and escalation of natural disasters due to human activity are also of significance. Building of community resilience through disaster preparedness and safe practices is therefore essential. Schools are vulnerable to many types of disasters. With this understanding, the Ministry of Education, the National Institute of Education, and the Disaster Management Center under the Ministry of Disaster Management and Human Rights have developed national guidelines for school disaster safety to provide a safer school environment for education. The whole program is supported by the German government through GTZ, the Agency of German Technical Cooperation. This demonstration video has been developed as supportive material for the national guidelines to the school community. The location of the demonstration was the Ahaliagoda Central College, which was a pilot school under the school safety program. The school disaster safety plan consists of 7 major steps as follows. Establish the school disaster safety core team. Create awareness among the school community. Identify hazards and resources of the school. Establish and train the school disaster safety team. Prepare the school disaster safety plan document. Disseminate the plan and conduct mock drills. Evaluate and update the plan. Step 1. Establish the school disaster safety core team. The first step of establishing a school disaster safety nuclear team is the initial step of the school safety planning. This can be done through a small meeting which can be arranged in the office room. The meeting is chaired by the school principal, and some teachers and students are invited to participate. This team should discuss the formulation of a school disaster safety plan and how it can be practically implemented in the school. Step 2. Create awareness among the school community. Awareness creation can be done through several ways. There may be a general awareness session in the school or a lecture for students and teachers.
අපි පාසල් වලට දැනට සැලසුම් කරලා තියෙනවා ගිනි ආපදාවත් ත්‍රස්තවාදී වදුරක් හැටියට හදිසියේ බෝම්බයක් එහෙම පාසලක තිබුණොත් ඒ අවස්ථාවේදී කොහොමද කලබලයෙන් තොරව සාමකාමී විදියට තමන්ගේ ආරක්ෂාව සලසගන්නේ කියලා ඒ තොරතුරු දරුදරියන්ට පහදලා දෙන එක.
Some other activities like poster presentation, drama and drawing competitions are also possible. These activities should reach out to the families and the community. The awareness is basically on potential hazards to the school and to motivate the school community to take action to make the school a safer place. For the awareness program, the Disaster Management Center or DMC or their district disaster management coordination units can act as supportive agencies. Step 3. Identify hazards and resources in the school. Potential hazards for the school have to be identified. A team can be assigned to list hazards, their location, and suggest mitigation measures.
අපේ පාසලේ අපි හඳුනාගත්ත ආපදා සහිත ස්ථානයක් විදිහට මේ ස්ථානය නම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔබට පේනවා මේ අවස්ථාවේ මේක දැන් අඩියක විතර වතුර ප්‍රමාණයක් එක්රැස් වෙලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට ස්ථානයේ වතුර බැස යාමට ක්‍රමයක් සලස්සන්න ඕන. පුපුරලා තියෙන තාප්පේ අලුතඩියා කරන්න ඕනේ.
Resources which are useful during a disaster also have to be identified and listed. Examples are a fire extinguishers or first aid kit. Step 4. Establish and train the school disaster safety team. The school disaster safety team is identified among the teachers, parents, and some prefect students in the school. It needs a representation from the school development committee. Other stakeholders are the police, public health inspector, political bodies, and well-wishers. The school disaster safety team can be divided into several sub-teams as required for the school. This is left to the discretion of the school. The sub-team formation depends on the needs and capacities of the school, such as type of hazards, number of students, and other practical issues. The model sub-team composition is as follows. The nuclear team is the core team and others linked with it. The sub-teams can be a first aid team, a warning team, a search and rescue team, an evacuation and mock drill team, a school security team. Training is necessary to improve knowledge, skills, and capabilities.
පාසල තුලදී හදිසි ගිනි සිදුවීමක් ඇති වුණොත් අර අපි ව්‍යසනයන් ඉහතදී කතා කරා ඒ වගේ ගින්නක් ඇති වුණොත් ඔබ කොහොමද ඔබ පරිසරයේ තියෙන නැත්නම් පාසලේ ඒ ගින්න ඇති වෙන මුල් අවස්ථාවේදී පාසලේ තියෙන පරිසරය තුලින් තියෙන ද්‍රව්‍යයන් උපයෝගී කරගෙන ගින්න නිවා දමන්න කටයුතු කරන ආකාරය.
For instance, fire safety training can be done to give basic techniques on fire extinguishing. This can be done with the support of the Air Force Fire Unit or the Sri Lanka Fire Department, who willingly volunteer for such work. Step 5. Prepare the school disaster safety plan document. The school map and the community map have to be drawn by the school teachers and students. The school map should include the evacuation paths and safe places for an emergency. Then, this map should be displayed at convenient places in the school premises. This can be in classrooms, notice boards, office room, and other places where children gather. Students can study the map on how to evacuate in case of an emergency. The plan should include the school safety team members, their roles and responsibilities in an emergency, identified school hazards, resources and their locations, sub-teams and their training plan, school map, evacuation paths and safe areas, and the surrounding community map. Also, it should include the plan updating and dissemination process, an action plan for disaster safety, and contact details of people to inform about an emergency situation. Step 6. Disseminate the plan and conduct mock drills. After drafting the plan, Dissemination has to be done among the whole school community, including teachers, students, non-academic staff, parents and other stakeholders. After preparing the school disaster safety plan, an emergency mock drill is arranged by the school disaster safety team to test the proper workability of the plan. The evacuation drill can be for a tsunami, fire incident or a bomb threat. There are different mock drills for different hazards, with evacuation or finding protection inside the classroom through duck, cover or hold. Disasters which have 48 hours early warning time, like cyclones and floods, may not need mock drills because in these situations children can stay at home. The mock drill has to be announced in advance to the school and ambient community to avoid panic. The school safety team or emergency early warning team issues the warning signal. This signal can be a permanently ringing school bell, siren, or any pre-identified method of communication. Immediately when the signal comes, students have to get ready for evacuation. The prefects and emergency wardens have to come to their assigned places to ensure that orderly evacuation takes place as predetermined. Evacuation within a class too must have an order to ensure that no panic is created. The class teacher needs to trail the class in the day's attendance to take the head count once a safe area is reached. The early warning team informs the school about the available time for evacuation. Either there is time to pack the school bags and evacuate, or in a sudden incident, the students have to leave the classroom immediately. In any case, the evacuation has to be done without panic and in an orderly fashion. Students should assemble at a predetermined safe place inside or outside the school. After assembly at the safe area, a head count of each class has to be done to check on missing students. At the end of the drill performance, a feedback session can be carried out to find positive and negative aspects of the drill. Step 7. Evaluate and update the plan. The school disaster safety plan needs to be updated at least once a year. The date can be set according to school vulnerability for disasters. For an example, in the rainy season, the updated version also needs to be disseminated among all stakeholders. With the 7 steps of guidelines in school disaster safety completed, the school should become safer against disasters. Teachers and students are prepared and know what to do in case of an emergency.